One man, one phone, one tweet, and billions of dollars vanish from the markets in minutes. No arrest, no investigation, no consequences, just the most powerful man in the world doing whatever he wants, and a financial system too afraid to stop him. This is the story of Elon Musk. Not the version they sell you in magazines. Not the genius inventor saving humanity with electric cars and rockets. This is the version they don't want you to see. The manipulator, the destroyer, the man who plays with other people's money like it's a game and has never once paid the price. Elon Reeve Musk was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. His father was an engineer, his mother a model and dietitian. He grew up in privilege, not extreme wealth, but comfort, access to books, to computers, to ideas. He taught himself to code at the age of 10. At 12, he sold his first software, a video game called Blast Star, for $500. The instinct was there from the beginning, not just to build, but to sell. He left South Africa at 17 to avoid mandatory military service. He studied in Canada, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, then dropped out of a Stanford PhD program after 2 days. 2 days to start a company. That company was Zip2, a web software firm. He sold it in 1999 for over $300 million. His share was $22 million. He was 27 years old. He immediately put almost all of it into his next venture, X.com, an online payment company that eventually became PayPal. When eBay acquired PayPal in 2002, Musk walked away with $180 million. He was 31 years old, and he was just getting started. What happened next is the story the world knows. SpaceX, Tesla, Solar City, The Boring Company, Neuralink, one ambitious venture after another. Each one presented as a mission to save humanity, colonize Mars, accelerate sustainable energy, connect human brains to computers. The narrative was extraordinary. Here was a man who didn't just want to be rich. He wanted to save the species. And the world believed him. Tesla's stock price rose not on profits. The company lost money for years, but on belief. Belief in Elon Musk. Belief in the story he told. And here is where the story gets dark. Because Elon Musk understood something about markets that most people never learn. Perception is more powerful than reality. And if you control perception, you control reality. On August 7th, 2018, Elon Musk sent a tweet that changed everything. 12 words. I'm considering taking Tesla private at $420. Funding secured. The stock price immediately jumped 9%. Short sellers, investors who had bet Tesla's stock would fall, lost billions of dollars in minutes. There was just one problem. The funding was not secured. There were no serious discussions with potential investors. The tweet was either a lie or a reckless statement of a half-formed idea presented as a done deal. The SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, investigated. They found that Musk had not secured funding, that his tweet had materially misled investors. In a normal world, for a normal person, this would mean serious criminal charges. Securities fraud carries up to 20 years in federal prison. Instead, Elon Musk paid a $20 million fine. Tesla paid another $20 million. He was required to step down as chairman of Tesla's board. For 3 years, that was it. $20 million for a man worth hundreds of billions. That is not a punishment. That is a parking ticket, and it sent a message to the entire financial world. If you are rich enough, the rules simply do not apply. But the 2018 tweet was just the beginning, because Elon Musk discovered something intoxicating in that moment. He discovered that his words alone could move markets, that millions of retail investors, ordinary people with brokerage accounts and retirement savings, would follow his signals, would buy what he bought, would sell what he sold, would believe what he said, and he used that power again and again and again. In January 2021, he tweeted a single word about GameStop. The stock exploded. In May 2021, he tweeted that Tesla would stop accepting Bitcoin as payment. Bitcoin crashed 40% in days. Billions in value erased from the portfolios of ordinary investors. In the same period, he aggressively promoted Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency that had been created as a joke. He called it the people's crypto. He appeared on Saturday Night Live and called it a hustle, while Dogecoin investors watched their holdings collapse in real time. The SEC received thousands of complaints from retail investors who claimed Musk's tweets had manipulated the crypto market. No charges were ever filed. Then came Twitter. In April 2022, Elon Musk began secretly buying shares in Twitter, quietly accumulating a stake without disclosing it to regulators as required by law. When he finally disclosed his stake, 11 days late, Twitter's stock jumped. Investors who had been in the market before his disclosure had been disadvantaged. The SEC rules exist specifically to prevent this kind of information asymmetry. Musk had violated them. He settled with the SEC. He paid no fine. He then made a public offer to buy Twitter for $54.20 per share, then tried to back out. Twitter sued him. Facing a court case he was likely to lose, Musk completed the acquisition in October 2022 for $44 billion. He immediately fired half the company, then proceeded to make changes so chaotic, so impulsive, so driven by personal grievance and ideology, that major advertisers fled. Twitter's value collapsed. Employees who had received stock as part of their compensation saw it become nearly worthless. Ordinary users who had built careers and communities on the platform watched it destabilize overnight. All because one man bought a platform with borrowed money and ran it according to his moods. Here is what nobody fully explains about Elon Musk. His wealth is not built on profit, it is built on belief. Tesla was valued higher than Toyota, Volkswagen, Ford, and General Motors combined at its peak, despite producing a fraction of the cars. Despite years of losses, despite production problems, quality issues, and customer complaints, the valuation was a story. And stories can change overnight. When Musk bought Twitter and became publicly associated with far-right political positions, Tesla's stock began falling. Not because the cars changed, because the story changed. Hundreds of billions of dollars in market value evaporated. Not because of anything real, because of perception. The same weapon he had used to build the empire was now threatening to destroy it. And ordinary Tesla investors, retirement accounts, pension funds, ordinary people who believed in the mission, they paid the price. Not Elon Musk. He sold $15 billion of Tesla stock in November 2021. He sold another $4 billion in April 2022. He sold another $7 billion in August 2022. He consistently sold at or near peak valuations. The ordinary investors who held through the subsequent drops, they lost fortunes. His government contracts tell another dark story. SpaceX has received billions of dollars in NASA contracts. Tesla has benefited from billions in government electric vehicle subsidies. Solar City, later absorbed into Tesla, received hundreds of millions in government loans. The man who claims to hate government intervention in markets has built his empire substantially on government money. Taxpayer money. Your money. And when a new administration changed the rules around electric vehicle subsidies, Musk positioned himself politically to protect his interests. He became a major political donor. He aligned himself with political power. He was appointed to government advisory roles. The man who moves markets with tweets now had access to the levers of government itself. The financial system never stopped him. The regulatory system never seriously challenged him. The political system invited him in, and the ordinary investors, the workers, the users, the taxpayers who built his world around him remain exactly where they have always been, outside the glass, looking in. Subscribe to Luxury Vision Official right now, because the next story on this channel is even darker than this one. At Luxury Vision Official, we go where the mainstream financial press refuses to go. Hit the notification bell, because the truth about who really controls the global economy is something they hope you never find out. Before you leave, if this story made you feel something, anger, shock, or simply the need to know more, you are not alone. Every week at Luxury Vision Official, we go deeper into the stories that the financial world hopes you will never find. The men behind the crashes, the fortunes built on lies, the systems designed to protect the powerful and destroy everyone else. Luxury Vision Official exists for one reason: to show you what's really happening behind the glass towers and the tailored suits. Subscribe to Luxury Vision Official right now. Hit the notification bell, because the next story is even darker than this one.